Hello everybody. Today I'll be doing a review on the new movie that just came out called Love the Coopers, a Christmas movie based on a dysfunctional family and their stories about getting together for their last Christmas hurrah. Now, before I even saw the movie, I noticed their cast. They had a pretty decent cast, I thought. To name a few: Amanda Seyfried, Olivia Wilde, Diane Keaton, John Goodman, Ed Helms, Alan Arkin, and that's where I was deceived. Now, to start off, the title, Love the Coopers. There's not much to love because they don't even really love each other until almost the very end. But let's not jump to the end. Let's start at the beginning. First off, I thought that certain actors like Ed Helms were going to be the comedy relief, that they were going to be like amazingly funny. But that is not the fucking case. It's actually, his character is a little weird. Like in the beginning of the movie, he's making these snorting sounds. And you don't even know why. Like he's just snorting. And they don't even explain it until 10-15 minutes later into the movie. And speaking of things not being clear, the story jumps around between each character, having flashbacks also, going back to their childhood, back to the present, jumping to another character. It's really confusing to keep track of each character, of who's related, who's brother, who's sister. I don't think that's too much of a spoiler. I'm going to try not to spoil too much of the movie. I will have I think a little spoiler at the end, but this is just some of the backstory on what the film is. But talking about the stories, like I said, I felt like there was too many going on back and forth this way and that. It was just a whole big clusterfuck, if you want to say that, of just random stories, like all going together. I think the movie would have been a lot better if they focused on Olivia Wilde's and Jake Lacy's story of them meeting. And you see this in the trailer. She invites him to her family's house pretending like he is her boyfriend. I felt like that story was the best story out of all of them, turned into this love story. If they could have expanded on that and maybe tightened up the rest, it would have been a little bit better, because in everybody else's stories, they just skim the top anyway. Like, it doesn't even feel like you really get attached to those characters. And one of the reasons I say that too about not feeling attached to the characters, because there is a scene in the movie where something happens and the facial expressions, I don't want to give anything away, but the facial expressions on this one actor's face, it's kind of a dramatic scene, but you don't know whether to laugh or to be serious. Like, I had to look around the fucking theater like, should I be laughing? And would I be fucked up if I'm laughing right now? It's just this, the person's face is so comical, I'm pretty sure that it was supposed to be serious. Now, this whole movie is just a roller coaster ride of emotion. Every story, you get a good laugh, and then it's like, boom, deep and fucking like hard hitting. You're like, oh fuck, what the fuck? And then they just come out with this other crazy, like, comical, trying to be comical thing. The whole movie is an emotional roller coaster. Even in a scene, in one scene, two individuals are having a heart-to-heart about a certain discussion, a certain topic, and it's almost like a life lesson that you could actually maybe take something from the movie, and you're like, whoa, you know, that's deep. All of a sudden just gets shot the fuck down, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck just happened? And then that character doesn't even use that life lesson, and they actually state in the fucking film that they just dropped it. the narrator states it, because there's this mysterious narrator too that's narrating everybody's lives, that knows everything that they're thinking. There's even a moment in the movie where the narrator is talking about Jake Lacey's character, saying that it's like it's the best moment that he's had, but it's only in his mind. Like, how the fuck does the narrator know that? Is the narrator a fucking telepath that knows everybody's story even when they're not there? But I'll get to that. That'll be the fucking spoiler at the end of this, the surprise ending. Oh my god. Now, I've been saying a lot of negative stuff towards the movie, but there are some positive things. Like I said, two conversations between two of the actors. There is almost like a life lesson that you can pull from it. There is a little bit of comedy. It's not like, you know, laughing your ass off fucking crazy, but there are some chuckles here and there. There's a joke about some woman's tits on the table at a diner. I thought that was pretty funny, the way the actor said it. And even though there are a ton of different stories going on, you should be able to relate to at least one of them, because each character has their own thing that they're going through. So I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, I could relate to some of the characters, so even though they didn't go into depth too much on the backstory of that character, I was still able to relate to some, but I wasn't able to relate with others. But all in all, the movie wasn't that bad. I mean, most of the people in the movie theater with me were either laughing, you know, and chuckling and stuff. So I guess it all depends on your opinion. It is kind of the move, like every other Christmas with the Family movie. It kind of reminded me of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, except a little more dark, a little more drama, some serious stuff. There's some serious stuff in the movie. But overall, if you like Christmassy movies and you like that emotional roller coaster and you like a little bit of, you know, a little bit of chuckles here and there, then by all means go see the movie. Now, I do want to get to the one spoiler that so if you don't want to hear a spoiler, it's not too much of a spoiler, I guess, but alright, so the narrator of the movie, you hear the narrator talking through the whole time, and there's some foreshadowing in the very beginning of the movie that you're wondering why they're focusing on a certain thing. So at the end they tell you, or the narrator tells you who they are, or who it is. It's the fucking dog. The fucking dog is narrating the entire fucking story. Like he's a fucking telepath, like I said. Like he was there at the fucking airport with Olivia Wilde. Like he knows fucking everything. Oh. This is the last part of the movie and I'm like, what? But anyway, if I had to put a rating on this movie, I'd say 5 out of 10, maybe 4 out of 10, because there was some comedy, good cast, some good stories, and if you like Christmas movies and stuff, I'd advise you to go see it if you like that kind of movie. But if you like some hard-hitting comedy and you don't like roller coasters of emotion where you don't know if you should be laughing or what you should be doing, then I advise you to save your money. But everybody has a different opinion. Keep an open mind. I didn't care for the movie too much, but I'm glad that I went and saw it. I don't regret it. But I hope you like my review. And if you would like to see some more reviews from me, then subscribe. This is my first review, so I'm just trying this out. So if you like me, subscribe. Thanks.